Hey budgeties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Mo. I'm 29, working on my and my husband's financial freedom journey. And if you're returning, hey friends. Okay, you saw how I switched up the introduction a little bit, me and my mans. But no, that's the truth because I'm really working on our numbers together. I gotta incorporate him somehow, some way. But this video is gonna be about debt, and it's not going to be about student loan debt because that's what I love to talk about. This is going to be about accrued and accruing credit card debt. And if you're like, girl, what are you talking about? You don't have any debt. You're kind of wrong. So in a lot of my transaction videos and a lot of my closeout videos, if you haven't noticed, I'll do the numbers and I'll be like, oh, we're over. And something someone has asked only one time was, when you're over, where does the money come from? Great question. I'm gonna tell you, it comes from the credit card. So I usually swipe my credit card when it comes to our groceries or whatever the case may be, because I want to get the points, right? We have travel cards. We want to try to get us some situations so we can travel, but it's becoming a problem because now we still owe money on the cards, and we get interest charged on these cards, or at least on this one card. It's usually two cards we swipe back and forth. Anyway, anyhow, I'm gonna go over my husband's and I's. Well, my husband doesn't have any credit card debt right now because we already had some money set aside to pay off his credit card. But we're really gonna go over my credit card debt, and then we're also gonna go over some goals and the sinking fund. So it's kind of like a financial update. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta get it together. If you don't know, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna take the money out of the sinking funds because I'd rather have the credit cards paid off. But also, this is just real life, okay? Sometimes you can have debt, sometimes you pay off your debt, and then sometimes you accumulate more debt. I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down kind of our scope, our view, what we got going on. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Also, if you don't know, I am on my journey, trying to be on a journey to 5,500 subscribers. So if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video and then chit chat with me in the comments because I love to talk with y'all. Okay. So if you don't know, I love a good pilot pen, all types of pilots. Okay, big pilot, little pilots. No. So this is Precise V5 by Pilot, and this is Pilot G207. So I'm gonna have a mix of these, and we're just gonna be writing it out. Okay, we're gonna write it out. But first things up, we're gonna talk about this debt. My husband's credit card, it's paid, but we're probably not gonna put where it actually came from, but let's just get into it. So we're gonna say credit cards. I hope you guys can see this because I know the sun is sunning. Okay, unpaid actress. Bum ba bum 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 bum. I don't know why I am the way I am. Credit card debt. Bam, bam, wham. Okay. So maybe we'll just keep it in purple. I don't know, maybe not. So first things first is my American Express card. I don't owe too much. So my American Express is a Delta American Express, and that was the card that I was using the most, right? So we're gonna put Delta, AMEX. Now, this was the card that I once upon a time ago was using the most. No, I don't use this the most because I don't know if you guys know this, but Delta's credit cards, they're making it harder. They're like, we need some more we're too inclusive. We need some more, I don't know, separation of state out here, because they're like, oh, now you have to get so many more points for X, Y, and Z. They're going up on their annual charges. My Delta Amex is free. But I did think about getting the gold one, and it's just I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it for real. But how much I owe on here is $363.55. Okay, so this is my Delta American Express. So now this ends up being kind of like my backup credit card, because the one that I use now is my Capital One. But, and again, that's a travel card itself, but there's some things that come out of here, like my YMCA, our membership that comes out of here. Our internet also is automatic, right? Those are a couple bills that come here, and sometimes I forget. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not even trying to be snooty and patootie. She just gotta be honest on here. Do we want pink? Do we want red? Do we want green? What color do we want? Let's do, can we see green? Let's do pink. Maybe? Is that purple? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is my Delta Amex, and then let's get into the next card. Okay, so when it comes to the Capital One, this is a Venture Capital One. This is the free one, not the one that costs money. So I'm gonna put that right here. I'm gonna say Venture and Capital. That's an L, and then we're gonna say 1. Okay, I don't know. Okay, now this one, this is what the duckies are. Okay, now this is the one that is our credit card for like when we go and eat, our food, all the things. So what I'm trying to say is, like, when we go grocery shopping and we go over, we are swiping that card. When we go get some clothes for ourselves, we're swiping that card. Even though the clothes, we have a clothes sinking fund, you know, life be lifing. So yeah, so we have $1,563.28 from that Venture Capital One card. Also, if you're new here and you don't know, I do write sideways. She's a sideways writer. Let me get a back pen so we can see what comes from what. Okay, so we have a black pen that is Pilot G207. If you see the ink is lacking. I love to write in these pens. Okay, so first things first, let's get on this one. What I'm gonna do is go through like how we're gonna pay this down. So I have about $400 to give, I have $400 to give to this card. And this is for my husband's birthday, money that I set aside and I saved for his birthday. So I'm gonna say, oh, B-Day money. So we're gonna subtract $400. So we're now at $1,163.28. So we got 1563.28, and then we're gonna subtract 400. So now we have $1,163.28. Okay, so there's that. And then the next one is food. Now, something else that we do is, again, like I said, we use this card to take, when we go grocery shopping. Moving forward, we won't be doing that. Which is why I'm doing this video before I'm doing the actual budgeting video for the second paycheck for July, because one, we're gonna be taking out more cash, so I need time to go and get the cash out. I'm probably gonna go to the ATM, but I still need time for that because it's gonna be more money, because now we're gonna be taking out food for cash, because obviously for the credit card, it's not working. Why am I saying that? Because we only allot $200. But if we spend $300, now that extra 100 is just coming from the card, and then it sits there, which is why we're in the predicament we're in the first place. So that's 4 and that's 2. So now we're going to subtract 200. So now we have $963.28. Okay. Also, this is so random, but I have a cash envelope I have a cash envelope that I use for like going to and from the bank. And for whatever reason, I picked it up and I looked in it and it had $100. And I was like, oh my God, babe, what is this $100 for? He's like, I don't know. I said, I don't know. So we were like, we don't know. So I told him, just deposit that money into the bank, and I'm putting that towards my credit card. So that's another $100, okay? You see how we're getting her together out here? So now we actually owe $863.28. I'm not saying this is good stuff. I'm just saying this is where we are, okay? And I'm just trying to get us in real life, because it be like this. Like, I understand that. That's why they say it doesn't matter if you get out of debt or whatever it is you do, because you have to continue the movements of staying out of debt. You have to continue the movements of not swiping a card. So my husband and I, we're leaving the cards at home. I gotta be real. We gotta leave the cards at home because it's just getting hectic out here. It's just getting a little hectic. Okay. So what we're gonna do in blue is checks, okay? I hope this makes some type of sense. So I'm gonna say minus $363. Also, everything I'm writing, me and my husband, we have chatted. It's not like I just come up with this crap on my own. Okay, so this total amount is going to be subtracted, and we are taking this out of my husband's commission check, which I will be budgeting that check with the second paychecks. Okay, so we're going to say commission check. We're going to put an O because that's where it comes from. So when you do that, now this is at 0. Okay. Delta card staying home. Capital One card staying home. If we need to swipe our card, if we need some like coffee or something or whatever the case may be, we have fun money. We're gonna have cash for food. I don't like dealing with cash, I'm not gonna lie, but it does make a difference because it's like if you have $100 and $100 only, you're gonna spend $100 and $100 only. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so this money, so this is at 0, and now Capital One is at $863.28. So what we're going to do here, boom boom, is two things. So we're gonna take 500 out, and that 500 is gonna go from my, what do I want to call it, sinking funds. That's what it's called. So we're gonna say sinking funds, which is why we're gonna go over my sinking funds today. So we're gonna take 500. I have about $1,500 in my sinking funds, which is why I need to readjust and see where my actual money is gonna be. So it's $862.28. I'm gonna take 500 from the sinking fund, and then I think I'm gonna take the rest from our second paycheck budget. Looking on the side here, yes. Okay, and then I'm gonna do blue. Okay, and we're gonna say second paycheck. Budget is technically I owe $363, but we only allotted $300, so I'm gonna just say 300, and we're gonna see what we have right now. So we minus that 3. Did I put a minus? I don't think so. So it's $863.28, and we're gonna take away 500, boom, and then we're gonna take away 300, and now we have $63.28 left over. So this is where we're gonna end up. When we go into the new month, we should be able to pay that off. Simple, easy. I mean, life be life, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Again, the issue is I'll have money, like I'll put aside money for my husband's birthday, the food, whatever, and then it'll just sit in my account. There's literally no point for it to sit in our debit account. I say mine, but our debit account, because stuff gotta get paid. So it is what it is. But this is the credit card debt that I'm working with. Again, my husband had a little bit, but we were to pay it off because of money we had in our account that we set aside. Ooh, the sun is just on a move today. So yeah, there's that. But now we really need to just get into our actual sinking funds, because that's something that we have not updated in a long time, you guys. I think, let me see. I think April was the last time. It's never the last time. Okay, hold on. Where are the sinking funds? Maybe it wasn't April. Maybe it was May. Could it be May? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna take out the sinking funds for May, and then we're gonna also bring out the sheet for July, and we're gonna update our sinking funds. It's a hoot out here, okay? So I put it on the back of the monthly budget. Good to know. So this is what we're gonna do, and let's get into it. Okay, so the sun has decided to come out, and that's his business, okay? But real quick, real fast, real quick. Something I also wanted to do, just to get the numbers out there, is, so there's two different, oh, okay. All right, I just don't want anything on the paper. I just want clean white paper. Okay, so when it comes to the numbers, so I have sinking funds. Yes, we have separate sinking funds, my husband and I. So in my sinking fund account, I have $1,572.26. And then my husband's sinking fund account, he has $639.18, or will. We're also including that second paycheck, which we will update you guys on So why is this important? It's important because we need to chit chat about our actual goals. The reason why we have sinking funds is because we have goals for stuff that's going on, right? There's holidays coming up, and we realized that when we did our last Sunday meeting or Monday meeting, because we did it on Monday instead of Sunday, we realized that we kind of suck at putting our money together for like holidays. So we got to get her together, okay? Now meaning real fast, real quick, let me put our goals before we actually get our sinking funds together. So what's all the goals? Okay, and let's get into it. So the first goal is my husband is going back home, like our old, to the state where we used to live for Thanksgiving. We decided on average those flights are usually about $400. So goal number one is husband, $400 for flight. Okay, because this is sinking fund, right? I hope y'all are with me. So that's a goal. And he wants it by, and then we put dates. Okay, he wants to do it by September 6th. He wants to get the flight. I said, hey, now that's ambitious. But he's like, Thanksgiving be Thanksgiving, okay? And now maybe I should put that for Thanksgiving. Okay. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so what are you going to do? I'm not doing flight home. Instead, my family's going to actually come to New Orleans. So I'm going to try to do Mo wants for Thanksgiving. Thanks. Ooh, the writing is atrocious. $300. And this is for me to host, okay? To host. And we said by November 28th. I don't know what. November 28th, is that? I don't know. I'm going to put it because it was in the notes. So there's that. So that's $400 for him, $300 for me. We're at 4, 5, 6, 7. And then next thing up, we want to do $200 for Christmas. We're not really giving gifts anymore for real, for other people outside of our family. And when I say our family, I mean my husband and myself. We don't have any children in our family. I'm the only, kind of sort of an only kid. I don't know. So we're going to say $200 for Christmas. It's just an easier way to know how to spell it. And we want that by December 1st. Okay, that's the date for that one. And then my husband plays fantasy football, and it's coming up. So he has fantasy football. And he needs $100 for one, and then $100 for another. So for the first $100, he needs that by August 2nd. So that's sooner than later, which he should be able to take out with what he has. And then he needs another $100 by August 31st. Okay. Okay. So $400 for my husband's Thanksgiving flight. $300 for me to host here in New Orleans by November 28th. $200 for my husband and I for our Christmas. We're probably not going to do anything big. But if you know, I'm probably going to spend more than $200 depending on what it is. So we might have to readjust that. And then fantasy football for my husband, $100 for August 2nd, $100 for August 31st. Oh, one last thing. We want to have $200 for car repairs. Okay, and so we want $100 and then Mo $100. And when we say car repairs, we're really talking about oil change, to be honest. Oil change and inspection. Okay, so those are the goals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the goals for what we need to save. But also what I do want to write down and make sure everybody is aware of is our actual, like, since I'm taking out $500 and I think I had a little over 500, I want to make sure that actual sinking fund money is for gun. Okay. My husband and I are taking a course so we can get our license. So there's that. It's getting crazy out here, so got to be prepared. And then what's another one? We haven't really been saving anything for birthdays. I love a good clothing. I really do. But really, we've been spending that up. Hurricanes and cash. Month ahead, that's something different. Honeymoon is different. Travel is a different account, which we don't have anything in travel anymore. So yeah, we definitely want sinking fund money for gun and the course, because we haven't paid for the course yet either. And so the gun costs $500 and the course is about $150 per person, so that's going to be about $300. So let's say 500, and then we're going to say sinking fund, and I'm going to say gun class, and that's going to be 300. So that's $800. So we got 4, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is 1,300, and then this is 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 2,300. No, 2,100. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get into the actual July sinking fund. What we have, what we need, because G Willikers. So also, if we go back, we saw, what did we see, you guys? Let's go here, and if we go here, we see that we took out $500 for sinking funds to go to this Capital One card. So we're gonna go ahead and readjust the numbers and see what life is like minus 500. Okay, so we're gonna keep all of these. Also, our sinking funds are in our high yield savings account. So we have a home fund. See, this is why I'm like, is this the latest one? Because I feel like the home fund, oh no, that's home. Okay, this is not the home fund. This is actually like, you know, like our cleaning stuff for the house, I think. Don't quote me. Okay, so we're gonna say home stuff. I think that's why the S is for the stuff. Then we have birthdays. Then we have car for Mo. Ooh, somebody's car is making a lot of noise outside. And then we have camera. Then we have gun. Then we have clothes. And then we have holiday, which we have saved freaking barely anything. Then we have our hurricane, but that's cash. So I'm gonna put her here. Ugh, that was so ugly. That's hurricane, believe it or not. Month ahead, which is a different account. So like all of these sinking funds are in the same account. Hurricane is cash. Okay, so we're gonna put an asterisk. This is why she has an asterisk. Month ahead is a different account. Travel is a different account. My emergency fund, my husband's emergency fund, those are different accounts. So we're not really worried too much about those. But when these numbers here is what added up together to be 15 something. What was the amount that I said? 1572.26. Okay, 1572.26. That's how much we said, and we're gonna subtract 500. So that means we now have $1,072.26. Okay. Now, with that being stated, some things I know is gonna be zero is giving right now. I think what I also want to do is go ahead and remove a couple things. Like I no longer want a camera. I'm just gonna use my phone, y'all. Just gonna use my phone. So we're just gonna put an X through that. We definitely want the gun. Car maintenance. I put car and mo, but really I should have just put M for maintenance here. What else? Holiday savings, which we're gonna need for my husband. And me, so that's gonna be 4 and 3, so we're gonna need $700 there. I'm just trying to see like where we're gonna allocate the money. We're gonna say home savings right now is gonna be $0. We're gonna go ahead and give our gun money 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I only have $300 left. Ava. So we're gonna just keep the gun at $500. And then we'll just add more as we need more for the actual class or the gun. We're gonna take the class first and then get the gun. So we might need to go up there. We're gonna, holiday says it's at 50. Car maintenance was once at 320. So we're gonna put birthdays at $0. What else, you guys? Holidays. I don't even know what what was hurricane at? 740. That makes sense. 700 and Oh, it might be more than that. Oh God, I hate counting the cash. But we're just gonna put $740 to start us off, and then we'll update later. So we have that's cash. So we got $500. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna subtract $500. This is just what we're allocating it to. So car maintenance, I think we should keep this at $320. We keep that at $320 for me. Minus $320 because car maintenance is so important, you guys. Holidays, I'm gonna say let's have our holidays at $100. Okay, minus 100, so that's $152. So we're gonna say our holiday is at $100. This is what we need to beef up for Thanksgiving. So we do know that my husband has $639.18, and that in his sinking fund account. So usually I track mine. I do not track my husband's, but usually with my husband's, it covers his car, right? So let's put that for husband. This won't be out of my account, like out of my car management or whatever. He also with his get his hair cut. What else? And then like do his fantasy stuff. So I feel like his fantasies could be covered, if I'm being honest with you, because that's $200. Then he has $4. Then that's $5. So I think he should be straight with that. We just need to sooner than later get his Thanksgiving going and flowing for him, at least. And I'm saying like not me per se saving it, but like allocating more money towards sinking fund, because in August we do actually have a 3 paycheck month. Love that for us. Okay, so we're gonna get over with this because this video is gonna get long and I don't want that. So that's $100. So now we have $152.26. We say no more to camera because we don't need her. And then we're gonna give that $152.26 to clothes because we do shop for clothes a lot now. $152.26. It used to be like, oh no, we got clothes. The thing and the problem is with our clothes is we've had them since we've been in high school. So they're over a decade old and now they're having rips, tears, we're having issues. So Old Navy would have, you know, deals. I love a good TJ Maxx. I love a good Marshalls, which is also the problem with the credit card. But that's okay. So this is where we're starting off for the month of July. And then I'm going to go ahead and update at the end of the month so we can see what we're putting to and fro. And it's an adjustment. See, this even said 1707. And I don't understand why. But it's adjustment. We're adjusting. We're figuring it out. Use some of the money to pay off debt. I'm okay with that. And yeah, we're just going from there. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's hectic, especially when you get out of credit card debt and then, you know, you get back in. That sucks, but life be life, and y'all, and we gotta do what we gotta do. So I'm an advocate for doing whatever you need to do to pay off some type of debt, because interest on a credit card is lethal. Okay, interest on student loans is bad, but interest on credit cards is just disrespectful because it's at a very, very high rate. So I feel like paying off the credit cards was very important for us, and we needed to do it sooner than later. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.